Mamdani was attacking Cuomo and saying, how many mosques have you gone to? And I've done to all these, I've gone to all these mosques. And so there's going to be, is Mamdani going to be bad on religion? Yes, he's a Islamic chauvinist, and he has shady associates, to say the least. He's going to be bad economically because he's a socialist, although those who call him a communist are not smearing him, because he, in his own words, has said that he believes in seizing the means of production, which is a definition of communism by Engels, I suppose. Politically, as I said, he's going to be left-wing. Economically, he's going to, if he starts bringing in food co-ops and free this and free that, the city that basically is free anyway because nobody follows the rules, they jump turnstiles and stuff. It's going to be a disaster, and you're going to see a lot of people go to Miami or Palm Beach. It's going to be sad because New York's the greatest city in the world. It's located near Washington, D.C. It's on the East Coast. It's a window to Europe, and it's the traditional financial hub of the United States. And you just can't, but if he does what he says he's going to do, there's going to be a lot of people who leave.
It's fascinating how Victor Davis Hanson frames this early part, almost like he's warning what happens when ideology replaces practicality. He's painting a picture of a city on the edge, not because of external threats, but because of its own choices. The idea that New York, this global symbol of energy and opportunity, could collapse under utopian promises says a lot about where modern politics is heading. And yet, beneath his criticism, there's a sense of nostalgia, a sadness for what New York once represented. But as you'll see next, Hanson doesn't stop there. He starts breaking down the deeper political dynamics, the personalities involved, and the moral exhaustion behind it all.
If you're in New York and you're scared to death of this, whatever he is, communist, socialist, Mamdani, then you are presented with two arguments. Number one, you can't vote for Cuomo. He's not only a real Democrat, even though he's saying he's independent, but he's obnoxious. He told everybody, if you don't want to be for abortion, then get out of New York. He said that when he was governor. He deliberately directed COVID people into rest homes where people were vulnerable, and somewhere between 10 and 14,000 people died. And it wasn't just one sexual harassment allegation, it was serial. So he's not a good guy. And he's not only not a good guy, but he looks tired, weak, anemic. He's not the Andrew Cuomo who battled Trump in the first term, like 2017. He was on TV, he was fiery, quick on his feet. He looks tired. He looks like he's confused, baffled, like, well, I woke up, I'm Rip Van Winkle. What world is this? This guy's a communist socialist. I'm Mario Cuomo's son. I'm Chris Cuomo's brother. Don't you know who I am? No, we don't. I'm sorry. The world passed you by. He looks like I think he took 10 days off the campaign, went on vacation, you know. So that's the argument, don't vote for him. But the Sliwa argument is, well, I'm a conservative. I'm kind of crazy. I have a lot of things in my past I'm not happy about. They're digging out a lot of this stuff. The other part about the Cuomo is, and vote for, you don't want to vote for this guy. You want to vote for Sliwa because he's the true conservative and only one candidate can make it. So it has to be one. So you might as well vote for the person who reflects your view. The problem is this, that the guy who is more conservative has less of a chance to win. The guy that is abominable is not as bad as Mamdani. And if you take the actual numbers of both of them, not that everybody who would vote for Sliwa would vote for Cuomo, but if that were to be true, he has a 4 or 5 point advantage over Mamdani. And so I've never seen anything like it. If they had just said to themselves, all the conservative Democrats, all the moderate Democrats, all the Republicans, all had just gotten said, look, this guy is a nihilistic, he's satanic. Can't we get somebody like a Giuliani, or maybe if you think he's too conservative, Bloomberg. Just get one person, an independent, and nobody else run, and we will back him. I mean, that's what the Democrats, it's kind of undemocratic, as I said about Joe Biden. They kind of selected him in 2020, but at least this candidate would actually have to get out of the basement and run. They could defeat him. So it's an off-year election. It's a municipal election, and there's no opposition really to Mamdani that's credible. So there's going to be a very, very, very low turnout. I bet you of all the 9 million people, I doubt 1 million people show up. And out of that, the ones that show up are going to be energized people, mostly white and Asian, and they're going to be upscale, $100,000. Not that that's upscale in New York, but middle class, upper middle class, and they're going to say, I'm educated, I went to Yale, I went to Brown, I've got degrees, but I work for the Washington Post, or I'm an intern at the hospital, or I'm a young lawyer at a prestigious, but I don't make any money to buy a $3 million house up near Harlem. I'm sorry. And that's not fair, because I'm a genius and I've got all the right letters after my name, and I'm a liberal, and I feel really bad about all the good things you should feel bad about, and yet my people don't help me, so I'm going to vote commie. That's basically what his support is.
In this video, Victor Davis Hanson paints a striking portrait of a political and cultural collapse that feels both inevitable and tragic. He doesn't just criticize individuals like Mamdani or Cuomo, he exposes a deeper sickness within leadership and ideology itself. Listening to him, you can almost feel his frustration with how once great institutions in cities like New York are being hollowed out by moral confusion and self-inflicted chaos. What stands out most to me is Hanson's mix of realism and melancholy. He's not celebrating the decline, he's mourning it. He reminds us that when competence gives way to ideology, and when identity becomes more important than merit, the results are always the same: decay, cynicism, and exodus. Whether you agree with him or not, Hanson's reflections force you to confront uncomfortable truths about where America, and the West in general, might be heading if this pattern continues.